Hello Matujuman, you're watching HornbillTV. Our guest today is a remarkable woman who beautifully blends grace, purpose and perseverance. She is a finalist of Miss Grand India 2025, but her journey began long before the national spotlight found her. An accomplished entrepreneur and dedicated advocate for community welfare, she has spent the past 3 years leading her initiative Nourishing India, a campaign focused on empowering lives through service and sustainable impact. Her pageant journey is nothing short of inspiring, from being crowned Miss YSUK in 2015 to making history as the first ever Miss Yim Kyong in 2016. She continued to shine, winning Oriflame Face of Northeast 2017, Sunsilk Mega Miss Northeast 2018 and appearing on the cover of Northeast Window magazine. Please join me in welcoming a woman of vision, resilience and beauty with a cause, Sila Yim Kyong. Hi Tsiri. First of all, thank you so much for joining me today, and it's a pleasure to have you. So, could you tell us more about yourself? I mean, I've given the viewers a gist about your accomplishments and about yourself also, but we also want to know about your personal life. So, are you studying or working? Just tell us more about that.
Hello Atu, it's so good to be here. So fancy seeing you here. And it is an honor for me to be a part of your channel. So yes, you have beautifully introduced me. So yeah, my name is Sila, and I did my studies from Mount Mary College in Chumikidima, and we are 8 of us actually. So I have a big family. We are 8 of us. We are 4 sisters and 4 brothers, and I stay with my mom. My mom and dad, they are no longer together. So I stay with my mom, and it's very fortunate for me to be with her because I've learned so much from her. And yes, so as to say, I've received so much of love from my family. So I think they are the reason why I am here today. They are my courage, they are my source of strength, and I'm very privileged to be here today.
Good to know more about you, and moreover, the journey. Tell us more about Miss Grand India as well, since you're a finalist now. And I would like to mention it to the viewers also that there are another 2 contestants from Nagaland as well, Pangme M. Konyak and Kevilino Semu. They have also been selected. I mean, they're also finalists. So there are 3 of them. We couldn't bring both of them here because they had their own reasons, they were occupied, but I'm glad to have Sila here today. So tell us more about Miss Grand India.
So Miss Grand India, this year, it is going to be happening on the month of July, hopefully at Delhi. If the India-Pakistan war doesn't escalate, hopefully it will be in the month of July at Delhi. So Miss Grand is a beauty contest where the winner will represent India at Miss Grand International. So Miss Grand International is a pageant owned by a Thai businessman, Nawat. So it is very fortunate for me to say that India made a history last year. I'm sure we are all aware, Rachel Gupta, she was the first Indian woman to bring the golden crown to our country. So Miss Grand India this year, we are going to be selecting her successor who will represent India on that international stage. And I think it is going to be happening at Thailand this time, on the month of September, hopefully. So you can look forward to that.
All right. Tell us more about how you joined this pageant. How did you get to know about it? I mean, of course, it's a popular pageant. Besides Miss World, Miss Universe, I think Miss Grand International, right? It's also a very popular pageant. So tell us more about how you got into it.
So, like you have already mentioned, I've been into pageants since 2015, and Miss Grand International, it's not a pageant that is new to me. I've heard so much about it, and like I already mentioned, our queen is from India, Miss Grand International. The reigning queen is from India. So we have a huge hype here in our country. And we had online and offline audition. So I think I was the only candidate from Nagaland who went for the offline audition. We had an offline audition at Delhi. And the other 2 candidates who will be representing Nagaland this time, like I mentioned, it's 3 of us who will be representing Nagaland. So the other 2 contestants, they did online audition, and I was the only candidate who went for the offline audition. So hopefully by the grace of God, I made it, and here I am today.
Right. May I also know how many contestants are there this time?
I think we will be competing against more than 60 to 50 contestants.
Okay, that's
yeah,
quite
so
a
it's
lot.
going to be
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
So all the contestants will be coming not just from India, but even NRI, non-residential Indians. They will also be competing for the title.
So may I also know if there's a process where, I mean, if you contest for pageants like this, you go through grooming sessions and all. How is it for you as well? Are you, I mean, of course, get walk and everything. How is it going on?
So yes, it is a very huge platform, and we have to prepare for everything that has to come. So definitely it is mandatory, it is requirement to go through a training process, grooming process to be precise. So yes, I am on it. I did had my previous training, but it's been so many years. Let me elaborate a little bit. So I am actually making a comeback after 7 years.
Right.
Yeah, I'm making a comeback after 7 years. So yes, it is mandatory for all of the candidates to go through a grooming session. So I'm planning to go through my grooming session hopefully on the month of June.
Right. But even if you are coming back after 7 years, you're quite experienced in this field. So I'm sure that you're not starting from ground zero. You have you have your experiences. I mean, is that true?
Yes, that is, and I'm hoping that will help me one way or the other.
Right. And you've also mentioned that you're an entrepreneur as well. Tell us more about that. And also during this time, you have been working for the campaign. Tell us more about that as well. Both together.
Yeah. So I've been very fortunate to share this. For the past 4 years, I've been actively working for community health, wherein we visit every part of Nagaland. I have visited all the 17 districts of Nagaland, near and far, and it has been an honor for me to interact with the people, because Nagaland is a place where we are still growing in terms of infrastructure, in terms of education, in terms of medical facilities as well. So it is very important for us to help people understand regarding how important it is to take care of their diet, nutrition and exercise, because it is our diet that becomes the reason for all the health crises that we are facing. So that is the reason why I've been working very closely, and like mentioned, I'm an entrepreneur, so I own a wellness center. So where we provide different services. People can come to our center and can avail services such as relaxation, massage therapy, and we do have our food supplements, so they can come and they can get their wellness health evaluation done, and according to that they can take whatever is needed or the deficiency they have in their body. So according to their body need requirement, they can go for the supplements that they have. So that is the work that I've been doing, and very fortunate to see that I have traveled more than 3,000 plus villages over the past 4 years, all the 17 districts of Nagaland.
So you have been quite busy for the past 3 years, I can see that.
Yes.
And that's good that you're doing something for the community as well. I'm pretty sure when it comes to pageants like this, you need to have a beauty with a purpose campaign, or what do you call that? So what will be yours?
Like already mentioned, I have worked very closely for community health, so definitely my campaign will be community health only, because one reason why community health is because it is the community that will build our future, that will build it is our community, it is the people. So it becomes important for us to take care of our health, and wellness is something so new to our community, to our state like Nagaland. So definitely I'll be working on the community health, because if we have to look at the health crisis, for example, NCD is very one common cases that we are facing these days, non-communicable disease. So non-communicable disease is a disease where this problem come to us because of our lifestyle, because we don't take care of our diet, nutrition and exercise. So that is the reason why we have, I think every among our family we see people, we see uncle, auntie with diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, gastritis. So these are the issues that they face. So this is one of the reason why there has been so many death rates. So that is the reason why I am working on community health, and I will continue to work on community health.
That's quite an interesting one, to be honest. I mean, you get to see a lot of people voicing out for mental health issues and a lot of that, but when it comes to community wellness, I think it's something, I mean, it's not new, but something that a lot of people won't opt for. So that's quite an interesting thing that you'll be, a campaign that you'll be working on. So let me ask you a very pageant-like question. Like you said, there are about 60 contestants there. So could you tell me what sets you apart from them?
I think what sets me apart would be my journey, my story, my struggle, and definitely my upbringing, the belief that I have and the beauty that is in my heart, because I've always believed that I want to live my life for a purpose where I can share the beauty in my heart to others, where I can be of some hope, where I can help people aspire so that they will go after the dreams that they want. So that has always been my purpose and my motive, and this time at Miss Grand International, you can I think you would be able to see that throughout my performance, because I do acknowledge the fact that each of the contestants, especially the contestant from Nagaland itself, we are 3 of us. So both of the contestants, they're beautifully stunning and talented and skillful in their own ways, but you will get to see a uniqueness about each of the other contestants. So definitely this time I will be bringing that forward. That is my story, my struggle, and the upbringing that I have, the beauty that I have within my heart. So that is something that will set me apart from the rest of the other contestants.
And also for pageants like this, you have online competition also, right, when it comes to titles for social media, I mean multimedia and all of that. So is there anything as such going on right now when it comes to Miss Grand India?
Yes, there is a lot of things going on. We just had a Zoom meeting yesterday, so we have to prep ourselves for it, because it is a very grand stage. It is a huge platform for everybody. So definitely these days, like I think we are all aware that beauty pageant have evolved. It's about connecting yourself to the people. It's about sharing your purpose with the people. It's about how you market yourself in terms of business. It's about how you market yourself. It's not just about how you share your beauty with the world, but it's also about the advocacy that you have. So yes, definitely there are a lot of activities going on. And yes, since we are on that topic, I would also like to add, I would like to request everybody to kindly vote for me, because the contestant with the highest vote will get a direct entry to top 10. So yes, we are really working. We are working to build our social media game. We are working on to build how to create a public image where we are respected, where we are known, and where we are loved, not just for the beauty or not just for the show that we put on, but also for the goodness that we spread in the world.
Also for pageants, you make introduction videos and things as such. So are you working with anybody for that? Is there a team that you have curated to help you out with that? How is it going about?
To be very honest, yes, I do have a lot of people, my well-wishers, who are always willing to help me, but as of now, I'm still contemplating. So I'm thinking about it, but I have people on my mind whom I will be working with. So yes, it's on the process.
Right. And it's a very controversial question, but again, I think one of the most asked questions in pageants, and also I think, for people, when it comes to pageants, people appreciate the inclusivity, but then again people say that trans people should not participate in pageants. So what are your thoughts on that as well? Like what is your take?
I think that's a little tricky question. I feel that everybody has the right to be seen, to be loved, to be understood, to be appreciated, but I also acknowledge the fact that there is a platform for everything. And for Miss Grand International India, Miss Grand International is a platform where they celebrate natural born women. Yeah. So for people who would want to do something or who would want to explore in the field of beauty pageant, they can go to Miss Universe. Miss Universe is a pageant where inclusivity is there, where everybody, regardless of age, regardless of your sexual orientation, everybody is welcome there. So I think, yeah, I do support, and I do really support the fact that they should have the opportunity to express themselves, because we are all human at the end of the day, and every human being should have the right to visibility.
May I also know, is there any challenges that you've been facing when you have been preparing for this pageant? What are the challenges that you have been facing, if there's any?
Yes, there are a lot of challenges that everybody has to go through, because it's not an easy task. And like mentioned, we are going to be representing our state, Nagaland. So it's a huge responsibility on our shoulder, because we have to demonstrate where we come from, or we have to showcase the strength, the culture, and the ethnicity and the beauty that we have. So definitely there are a lot of challenges in the sense, this time I want to bring an element of our culture, of the strength that Naga have, of the things that we celebrate, of the things that we are known for. So definitely the struggle that I'm going through would be curating my outfits, and would be how to I represent myself with pride and honor, so that people understand and people recognize Nagaland not just on a national but also on a global term.
So whatever you do, be it curating your outfits or all of this travel, everything, do you pay it on your own? I mean, is there somebody that looks after it? I mean, a company or an agency that looks after it, or is it just your own doing?
I'm an independent candidate, so I don't come under any agency. Even when I went for the audition, I went as an independent candidate, and I got selected as an independent candidate. So I'm doing everything on my own. But yes, I am receiving a lot of love, help, and support from my community. So I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, and we have to make the expenditure all by ourselves. So it's a huge responsibility, and there are a lot of things, unseen expenses that we have to cover up, but I'm very fortunate that I've been receiving so much of love and support from my community.
Now let's take a walk down memory lane, winning Miss Yim Kyung, the first person to have ever won the title. May I know if you have always been interested in pageants, or is it something that you realized you're interested in after, as you grew up?
I think it would be quite interesting for you to know that I was a very tomboy. I didn't know how to. Right now, I'm wearing a 4-inch.
Right.
I didn't know how to wear heels. I was a very tomboy. I used to wear sneakers, and most of the time, I would wear my brother's T-shirt, his baggy jeans.
Right.
So I was that kind of girl, and I didn't know how to apply makeup. I always used to have short hair most of the time. So I was that kind of girl. But I think destiny and God had different plan. So the first time I was introduced to pageantry was in the year 2015. 2015, I was there in Kohima. I was studying there at St. Joseph College, Chakama. I was there for a year, but due to some health conditions, I had to come back because of a sudden change in the weather. So, but 2015, I was there. I was studying there, and fortunately, or luckily, or coincidentally, that year Miss YS UK was happening. So it was the 25th Silver Jubilee of Yim Kyung Student Union Kohima. So they, in order to do something different and memorable, they wanted to host a beauty pageant. So they insisted me. Actually, I was reluctant at first, but they insisted me, and even my brother said, "It's okay, give it a try. Maybe you never know, you might luck out." And I think I did luck out. So I won the first Miss YS UK. So after winning the title, I don't know, there was this sudden confidence in me. And I had never worn heels before that. But when I wore heels on that stage, and that heel I was wearing 6-inch at the time, so no practice, the regular 6-inch. We had some grooming sessions, so the regular 6-inch, but I think I was quite, I did very well. I think it was in my blood somewhere, and I just had to find it. So Miss YS UK was that opportunity where I could understand and tap into that energy and tap into that talent of mine. So from then on, I have never looked back.
As you mentioned that you come from a family of 8 of you, right?
Yes.
How is the support been? Is your family supportive of whatever you do, the pageants? Of course, pageants, it's growing here in Nagaland as of now, you can see that, but back then in 2015, as you said, were they supportive, or how has the support been from your family so far?
Yes. They are very supportive, and I have already mentioned that it was my brother actually who encouraged me.
Right.
So I was staying there in Kohima with my brother, so he encouraged me. So yes, my brothers, my family, they have been very supportive, and they are the backbone. They are the reason why I am here today. I have been able to evolve into a confident woman. I'm also an entrepreneur, like mentioned, and I've been working in so many different causes. And so yes, they are very, very supportive. They are the reason why I'm here today, and they will continue to be the reason where I will continue to grow and achieve new heights in life.
It's always good to have that kind of support from family in whatever you do, and I think you should be thankful to your brother that you found what you actually love doing, right?
Yes, definitely, I am very thankful to him.
And may I also know, see, in this journey of yours now, starting from the audition to now being a finalist in Miss Grand India, was there any moment where you doubted yourself, and how did you overcome that then?
I think as human being, it is very natural for us to have moment of doubts, because not everything in life comes easy. Everybody, we have dreams, we have aspirations, we have goals that we want to achieve, but like mentioned, life sometimes can be tough, and sometimes it can knock you down. So yes, I did had my moment of doubt. I did had my moment of despair, where I felt like I was not good enough, where I felt like I was not beautiful enough, because after all, it is a contest where the most beautiful woman, or where the person with the most beautiful skin or beautiful hair would come. So they have all the qualities and the attributes of a beauty queen. So yes, to be in a platform where you are competing against so many women, definitely you will have moment of doubts, but I've learned to overcome that, because I understand that I did not get introduced to this field just by accident, but God had a purpose, God had a reason, and that is the reason why I'm making a comeback after so many years. Because regardless of where I was, what I was doing, the fire in me was still there, and it is still burning. So this year I'm hoping that I will bring that fire on the platform of Miss Grand International India, and I'm really hoping that I will receive a lot of love, a lot of appreciation, a lot of recognition as well. So yes, I'm hoping for the best.
Like, you know that there are so many pageants these days, so how do you believe pageants can evolve to stay relevant and also and empowering in today's society?
So yes, like you have already mentioned, there are a lot of pageants these days, and we have to be aware about which pageant can actually contribute to your growth and also to the growth of the society. So pageant like Miss Grand International, they have a slogan: stop war and violence. So it's not just a pageant where we have entertainment or glam, or just it's more than a vanity show. It's a platform where each of the contestants, they come with their own strength, they come with their own story, they come with their own purpose to share with the people. So yes, I think pageants like such pageants like this, to help women like us to stand in our ground and to share the purpose that we have, to share the goodness and the grace that we have. So pageants like this will never lose their relevance, because pageants like this have only evolved over time, and it is evolving to become more stronger, to become transformative, to become more inclusive.
And moving forward, like you mentioned, the pageant will be held in July. There'll be rounds, that we know. So which part is the most challenging to you? What are you most scared of this?
I think I'm not concerned about the rounds, but yes, one thing that I'm being cautious, or so should I say, I'm being careful, is the national costume round. Yeah, because Nagaland is a place, and India is a country where there is so much of diversity. So I'm trying my best that my national costume will include the beauty, the diversity, and the strength and grace that we have, and the stories that we have. Us, not just as Naga, not just as Nagaland as a state, but us as Indians, as a nation. So I'm working very closely for that specific round, and I'm really hoping that the people will enjoy what I have to offer. So I have to say, I have to mention this, that it's going to be something unique than the rest of the contestants. So I'm working on a concept, and it's coming to life. So I have my designers who are working relentlessly for that. So yes, it is something that you can look forward to it.
You'll just trust your designer and hope that they'll help you show the world what you intend on letting them know about our culture and traditions, and also India's unity in diversity as well.
Exactly.
So and in an age of social media, I mean, all of us, we are under people's radar. So how do you stay positive with all those? If there's any criticisms or if there's any negative comments or anything as such, how do you still stay positive, and how do you tackle all those difficulties?
I think sometimes it can become quite wider, because when you expose yourself to such a platform, definitely you expose yourself to people's opinion. And people have the entitlement to speak whatever they want. They have the liberty to share their opinions. So not every opinion can be constructive. Sometimes it can come from a place of hate. It can come from a place where they want to demean you, or where their intention is to destroy your confidence. So yes, it can be difficult, but life has taught me a lot of things. I come from a family where my mom and dad, they are no longer together. So I think this is a challenge that I'm learning to overcome. Life is a learning process, and I'm learning to overcome that. But I would say that I've become quite confident, and to overcome such negativity, such criticism, is knowing your worth. You have to know your worth. You have to know your values. You have to know your belief, and you have to know the integrity and the dignity that you have. So that is what it matters at the end of the day. So regardless of what people might be saying about you online or behind your back, it shouldn't matter. Such things you should just toss it off, and you should have faith in the purpose that you have, and you should have faith in the goodness that is in your heart, and most importantly, you should have God in your life. Because when you have God in your life, people might close doors on your face, but God will open new doors for you. And that is what I believe.
That's so well said. And we are coming to the end of this conversation, but may I know, the pageant is approaching in July. It's not that far from now. So what are you looking forward to the most? You did mention about your national custom. You're working on it. Of course, you're trying to groom yourself. You're training. But what is it that you're looking forward to the most?
This time, I'm not going with a competitive mindset. I'm not going there to compete. I know this might sound a little controversial, or this might sound too hard to believe, but I'm not going there to compete. I'm actually going there to share what I have. That is the beauty that I hold. Not just in the way that I look, not just in the way that I will be presenting myself, not just in the way that I will be grooming myself, but in the way that I communicate with people, in the way that I interact, and in the way that I share my purpose and I share my vision with people. So I am going there to hopefully making new friends, and to hopefully learn something from them, because like I mentioned, everybody, each of the contestants, they are going to come with different background. They are going to come with different talents, skills, and it is always good to learn something or the other thing from others. So I'm going there to have a good time. I'm going there to hopefully learn, grow, evolve, and to become a better person when I walk out of that platform. And so I am just hoping that I will go there and people will be able to see the grace and the love and the goodness that I have to offer.
They'll definitely see that. And lastly, is there anything you'd want to tell our viewers? Is there any appeal or just a message, anything as such? We can.
First of all, I'm very, very thankful to HornbillTV for having me here. And yes, to all my lovely viewers, without your love, without your support, without your prayers, without your care, I will not be able to advance forward in the competition. And by that, voting lines are open. So kindly vote for me. My Instagram handle is RiriJanch, RIRIJANCH. So I have pinned a link there in my bio, so you can click onto that link. You can type my name. You can go there and vote for me. Your vote will matter a lot. It will impact my journey because the person with the highest vote will get a direct entry to top 10. So there is a leverage. So everybody is trying their best, and I really hope we still have a month left before the competition. The voting lines will be open till the grand finale. So we still have time. So to all my lovely viewers, please vote for me. Moi garde morom bra vote koribi. Apni han mugi vote kori shiklo apni han la vote pari moi agede jabo paribo. Moi kiman pare edu moi try koribo. Holibe apni han la vote thagi shikole to tate aro cherry on top hoi jabo.
Right. True. Okay. So that'll be the end of this conversation. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was a pleasure talking to you. I had so much fun and I got to learn a lot from you as well. And I hope that next time when we have this conversation, it will be you with the crown of Miss Grand India. I'm pretty hopeful and I'm confident in you as well. So thank you so much for coming and sharing about your journey, and also I'm sure that a lot of youngsters would be inspired by you. So thank you so much once again.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much, Hornbill TV.
Right, so viewers, that was Sila Yimkyung speaking to Hornbill TV, and like she has mentioned, it would be good if the viewers could also go and support her. So that's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.